right? So you want to inspect your ladder. Ladders wear out also, okay? You get them where you got your locking bars, and the river's about ready to pop out of it. Just imagine, when you add your weight to it, it will pop. Bring this up to your superintendent. Bring it up to your foreman. If you see me, bring it up to me. I have no problem telling your boss where to take this ladder. Okay? Also, rails. Look at your rails on ladders, especially extension ladders. I find a lot because they're used outside more. Look at the rails of the ladder. Fiberglass will dry rot and crack. And most of the time people have ladders to get them 5-6 years ago, whatever it is, on top of the truck, sit down on the job site, sun's beating the hell out of it, next thing you know you got a crack. I've got pictures, anybody want to see it, where it just cracked right around the rung. All it does is take one wrong step, that rung comes apart, you're down on the ground again. Just depends on how high that rung was up, okay? So look at your ladder. It's very important to look at your ladder before you get on it. First of all, if it's been repaired, you have no recourse because you shouldn't have used it, because it's not, the manufacturer's going to tell you right away, it's not up to their specs, someone tampered with it. If it's rotted out, it's your fault because you're the one's going to use it, so you're the one needs to inspect it. All right, as far as ladder use, you always face your work. Now there's situations when you can't, you have to turn sideways, fine. Okay? You're not supposed to turn no more. Rule of thumb, if you're turning far enough for your belt buckle to turn past that rail, that's it. You stop. You do not reach out over, you're not supposed to reach out over, according to OSHA, 10 inches. All right? Take the time to move. If there's materials on the floor, take the time to move if you can. If it's not your material, ask that particular sub, could he help you move it so you can be safe, because that material on the floor is going to be the material on the floor. If you hit the floor, it's another story. So it takes just a couple seconds just to get that area safe. You face your work, you always face the rung of the ladder. You never work with your back to the rung. I don't care what step it is, I don't care what it is you're doing. You never work with your back to these rungs. These rungs, your feet are always supposed to be facing inside of this ladder. You cannot work from the top rung. I have people who still are under the impression when we say that we're talking about the top. Yeah, I'm talking about the top also, but the top rung on no ladder. Can you work from it? So if you come out with a 3-foot ladder, it's got 3 steps. 2 steps are the only ones that are usable. You cannot use that 3rd step on that ladder or the top. This ladder, you can't use this rung or the top. Okay? And the problem is, again, you lose your balance. You're up too high. The center of gravity is off. It's not going to hold you. You make one wrong move and you're on the ground. And believe me, you don't have to fall from the top rung of this ladder. Someone fell from this rung here, standing backwards, I presume, and he's dead now. And that's why we're on this ladder situation, why we're always safety-wise, we're on top of things, but ladders present a big problem. Because everybody uses a ladder at one time or another to perform their job. Okay? As Wayne said too, you can't take a step ladder and lean it up against the wall and use it. These feet aren't made for that. These will slip out. If you notice on an extension ladder that can be lean, you have feet that move to keep that ladder locked safe. These aren't. You only stand on part of the bottom of the ladder. Okay? No one is to use the back of the ladder to stand on, the rear supports, unless that ladder is built like that. There are some ladders that have rear steps or rear rungs that you can work from. I don't see many of them because they're heavy as hell and nobody wants, to carry them around. Okay? So you don't use this no matter what. If you're trying to help somebody get another ladder, whatever. Damage. When you see damage, immediately report it. Take the ladder out of commission. Tell your boss again. If you see me, you see Wayne, you see Wesley, anyone with Ajax, you see a ladder split, bent up rear supports. I mean, I've had where they were cracked down the middle, bent in, broken off. any defective ladder needs to be taken off the job site immediately. When I say immediately, I know I'm going to expect you to walk off the site there, put it in your truck, have it in your boss's truck. When he leaves that night, that ladder goes with him. Okay? You do not use a defective ladder with any type of defect. Basically, if you follow those particular rules, you won't really have too many issues with this. Again, you can't overload yourself. Don't try to take too much up a ladder. You're supposed to have always 3 points of contact with the ladder. I've seen guys trying to carry something up with their hands and, you know, just leaning forward. Don't do that. Never. Okay? If you got to move 2 inches over and you're on this ladder, don't ever let me catch you walking the ladder. If I catch you walking the ladder, just go get your stuff. Don't say a word. Go home. Don't come back. That will get you killed. Most of these ladders have been well used. And when you walk a ladder like that, all you're doing is weakening it. These rivets I'm talking about, that's in some cases ready to pop anyway, go. That's it. And believe me, I catch these ladders on site every day. So it's been a big issue, and I've got to stop it. That's why I'm not here to, you know, get in your way to, or make your job harder. What I'm trying to do is make your job safer so you go back home. I had a situation last week with a gentleman, and I felt really bad about it because I've seen the gentleman on the job say he didn't do anything wrong, but I caught him on the wrong. But he said the key word to me was, I forgot. I was trying to complete the job. And that's what I'm trying to get you to do, not to forget. You know, you don't want to forget that you can't use this. You don't want to forget you can't stand on here. Okay? That's one of the things. And as I told him, and I'll tell you, if I'm sending you home, maybe you go home, you think about it, you won't do that. If you were to get hurt, maybe you're losing a paycheck. That could be your mortgage money. That could be your kids' food money, school money, anything. And it's not a joke, Joe. It's not a joke. So please listen to what I'm telling you. Because the stance, as Wayne said, I'm here now because there are issues. I got 10 other jobs. Somebody's getting neglected because I'm here. So I'm not here because I like it, because I'm happy or anything else. I'm here because I want to make sure I can try to hammer this through people's heads so we don't have any disasters on this job. Okay, the only other thing I want to talk to you real quickly is about scaffold. Okay, you Masons, you guys do me a favor, and you guys should already know. If you're in one spot working, first of all, that first spot you got in the morning, as Wayne said, should have been inspected, so there's no